success against Max Scherzer. He's only seen him twice, but a perfect 2 for 2 against him.
Well, Max Scherzer is on the mound today. You can see this is his 5th start of the season. Don't let that ERA fool you. This is an extremely savvy veteran pitcher that knows how to pitch. He's going to use his fastball. He's going to pitch off of that fastball. These Guardians hitters have to get after him early and often. You cannot let a guy like this really get himself into this game. You got to try to get to these guys early. Well, defensively for the Blue Jays tonight, you got Jesus Sanchez in left field, Dalton Varsho in center, Nathan Lucas in right field, Kaz Akamoto and Andres Jimenez on the left side of the field, Big Ernie Clement and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the right. And doing the catching today is Tyler Heineman.
Umpires for today's game. Paul Clemens is behind the plate. Quinn Walcott over at first base. Ramon De Jesus at second. Adrian Johnson at third. Daniel Schneemann about set to step in the box, and we are about set to get going here tonight. 47 degrees outside, 37 wind chill, but inside just under 70 here at the Rogers Center.
Thank you to the roof of this place. Yeah, it was a little chilly walking over here today.
And tonight's first pitch, a strike to Daniel Schneemann. Schnee batting .310 this year, so getting the opportunity in the leadoff spot. Quickly, he's down 0-2.
Well, Daniel Schneemann's had some really good at-bats, some big at-bats for this Guardians team this year. He kind of seems like a natural fit, to take over for Stephen Kwan for that day off.
Schneemann stays alive, wasting that pitch from Max Scherzer.
Well, Chris, I got to tell you, Schnee said, I'm not taking over for Kwani. He goes, it's not going to happen often. I go, when's the last time you really led off? He goes, once in the big leagues. He goes, and a couple times in college. He goes, I'm going to act like I'm not leading off.
Exactly.
I'm just going to go up there and hit.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Takes that one a little bit low.
It's amazing what you can kind of trick yourself into thinking. He's he the prototypical leadoff hitter? No, he's not, and that's okay. But he's certainly acted like one this point this season.
It's that one high and foul to the right side. We'll do it again. Yeah, Daniel Schneemann, too. He's got the best average on the team at the moment. So a lot of times you just put the guy with the best average at the top, give him the most ABs.
Yeah, I think your partner told me we don't care about average anymore. We'll get into that later.
Okay. I know OPS is the big one.
But also, I know some are worried about Stephen Kwan. They're giving him an extra day. This turf can be bad on your knees, but they also just want to get him right and give him 2 off days in a row, so he should be back at the top tomorrow.
It's smart. Give him a mental breather. 2 days off is like an eternity this time of the year.
Schneemann's right back in the count. It's full after it was 0-2.
And these are the types of at-bats that Daniel Schneemann's been having so far this season. And you can see this little slider cutter. That was a heat seeker. It had the back heel in its sights, but thankfully he was able to get out of the way.
Hits that one to right. Hits it well. Lucas back. Looking up. See ya! A leadoff home run for Daniel Schneemann. Welcome to the leadoff spot.
Well, how about that? He certainly likes hitting in this ballpark, does he not?
Oh, it was a missile. 1-0 Guardians thanks to Daniel Schneemann working his way back into the at-bat, Chris, and then launching.
Well, that's exactly what you want your leadoff hitter to do. Maybe not from the power standpoint, but going up there, putting up a great at-bat, 8-pitch at-bat right there for Daniel Schneemann. First career leadoff homer.
That's to wear the crown in the dugout as Chase DeLauder steps to the plate. Well, that's the way he's been hitting really all April. Just missiles off his bat. Sends that one to left, but foul.
Well, we're going to get a good look at it here. This is a full count fastball, about middle as you could possibly get. Schneemann did a great job of keeping his head down, barrel behind that ball, and hitting an absolute rocket out to right.
DeLauder tied up on that one, 1-2. See a 5-pitch mix from Scherzer. 4-seamer the majority of the time, then cutter, slider, change, and curve. It's that one to second. Ernie Clement. First out here tonight. And that'll bring Jose Ramirez to the plate. Jose starting to pick it up. We've seen the power the last week on that homestand.
Right. Well, it was just a matter of time for Jose.
Yeah, one guy you're just never going to keep
Never
down.
worried about.
So he bats here with nobody on and 1 out. Takes the ball from Max Scherzer.
You know, I think this is a good, for so many examples that he sets for this team, but for such a young offensive core, just watching the no panic in Jose, to continue to go out there and go about your business and do your work and get your work in. That's exactly how you lead by example and what this young core needs to see.
Jose laid off a couple of four-seamers on the 2-0. 3-0. Well, and everybody talks about how Jose leads by example first. A lot of guys can talk the talk. He's more of a walk the walk guy.
He definitely is a walk the walk guy. I wish I could walk like he walks.
Swinging on that 3-0, fouling it back. See Max Scherzer between about 92.5 to 94 miles per hour now on that four-seamer.
Yeah, it's been, the fastball's actually been really good this year. It's been his best pitch that he's thrown so far.
It's that one to right, got in front of it though, and out of play it goes.
No, there really hasn't been a lot of damage against the fastball until that Schneemann home run. But, you know, Max is a guy, like I said earlier, he's going to pitch off the fastball. He's a throwback. He's an older veteran pitcher that kind of pitched in a different era than we are used to seeing today.
Full count. Was able to lay off. He'll take the walk with 1 out here in the first inning. Now let's take a look at the Max Scherzer arsenal, followed by Google Cloud.
Well, you can see it. You know, Al mentioned 5-pitch mix, really pretty much just a 4-pitch mix, but he is very, very firm in that fastball. You can see almost upwards of 50% usage.
It's Kyle Manzardo taking inside. Four-seamer at 94. You've got Jose Ramirez at first base, always a threat to steal. 11 for 11 in stolen bases this year.
Yeah, and expect Max Scherzer to mix up the looks, mix up his times to home, really try to make it difficult for Jose to take off.
Chris, speaking of that, Scherzer was the first guy when we had the pitch clock implemented that really went out of his way to hold the ball longer, almost to get set eyes and hold the ball longer. He made it in a game within a game. Does he continue to do that is my question now that he's used it for a couple of years.
Yeah, I think if it works for him, you know, you're seeing him hold right there.
Yep. That's exactly what I mean. He will get in, make eye contact, and almost freeze the hitter more so than freeze the runner.
Right. And that's the hardest part to me as an offensive player, you know, from the pitch clock standpoint, right? That you're sitting there and you know the clock's ticking down, you can see it, but just wondering when he's actually going to release the ball. And again, we just had a great shot there defensively.
Yeah.
We talked about that a lot in the Houston series. You know, teams were very aggressive, Houston in particular, at how they were defending the Guardians. And this is really no different.
Okamoto even further over.
He's a shortstop right now.
3-1.
This is one of those scenarios where if Jose takes off, which it's now 3-2,
he will keep going.
He will keep going. You got that right.
3-2, we may have some action with Jose anyway right
here.
Oh,
yeah. I would expect it.
You would think with 1 out. Max Scherzer thinking the same thing.
That's right.
Just a simple I'm paying attention to you throwback. So full count to Manzardo. Scherzer already with 23 pitches here in this first inning. Jose staying put. Manzardo fouling it straight back.
Well, you can see Jose's a little upset.
No, he's reading things. These are two veterans going at it.
That's right.
They're playing games within the game, to say the least. Because you saw Jose raise his hand when the clock got down to about 2 seconds.
Again, the 3-2. Zardo popping that one up left side.
Be a tough play.
Komodo able to get there for the second out. But yeah, he was shaded so far at shortstop. Even though he's the third baseman, he had a long way to run.
Yeah, in general, the shortstop's got a little better angle at that. Potentially even the left fielder, but he was able to get underneath it. Never lost sight of the ball. Again, he had to go quite a ways to get there, but you see him calling that ball off early, letting everybody else know, I'm on it, I got it, stay away.
So here's Rhys Hoskins. He's the DH. As you get a look at Jose Ramirez, who took his 686th walk of his career just a few moments ago. And that passes Andre Thornton for 8th place on the club's career walks list. Next up, Larry Doby, who's 7th with 703. Look at the numbers on Rhys Hoskins.
We did see Jose stay put. He's got a little bit bigger lead right now.
Now 1-0. And again, Max Scherzer thinking what you were thinking there.
Noticed
Chris. You saw that extra step. Guardians with the run home on the Daniel Schneemann leadoff home run. His 3rd of the year. Now this is what the Guardians wanted to do in this first inning, get the pitch count up against Scherzer and obviously score if you can. So 1 run in. They'd love to get more. They're making Scherzer work here in this first inning. Jose with a good secondary as Hoskins fouls that one.
He wanted to. He wanted it there. Al, you just hit on something that's big for this series. They do want to get his pitch count up as much as they can and get in that bullpen early because you know Dylan Cease's on Sunday.
Yep.
He's great, but he usually only goes about 5 innings. Kevin Gausman has given us trouble in the past. You want to do everything you can to get in that bullpen early tonight.
Exactly, Andre. And with Hoffman no longer the closer,
right?
They're going to go closer by committee. Varland right now probably the guy. But
yeah, it's not committee. It's Varland.
They're telling us it's
when you got stuff like he's got stuff. Yeah, it's him.
He threw a 92-mile-per-hour slider the other night. That was nasty.
Yeah. Here's the 1-2 to Hoskins. Hits that one hard and a diving attempt by Jimenez. It goes by him. Jose will easily get to third base. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away here in the first inning for George Valera.
It's early, but give the manager some credit.
That's
he put Hoskins in the lineup despite not having a lot of success versus him early in his career.
That's correct. Now, Max Scherzer, I do believe, has given Rhys Hoskins nightmares in his career to this point.
Now 2 for 30 against him. Now 3 for 31.
I wasn't going to tell the numbers.
I wasn't either. I tried to say it, elegantly.
Yeah. But hey, Al, the numbers are the numbers.
That's true.
I guess you two are a little more diplomatic about it. Yeah, that's true.
Every once in a while, Al. Big at bat here, though, for George Valera.
Yes.
He's been great with 2 outs, driving runs in early in games. And there's a reason why the manager keeps him in this part of the lineup day in and day out.
Now, there was a chat with Max Scherzer. It's already a mound visit used here in this first inning as the Blue Jays trying to hold Cleveland to that 1 run by Schneemann with the leadoff homer. George Valera has other ideas.
And there's a pitch clock violation.
Yep, 1-0.
And now Max is mad. I like it now.
Yeah, this is where we need to get him.
100%. And if Vladdy Guerrero knows, he's going to go talk to him because.
Well, and he's upset, and I understand that. This is the one part of the pitch clock that, I mean, listen, I get it. The rules are the rules. You have to address the hitter by 8 seconds. The hitter has to be in the batter's box addressing the pitcher by the same amount of time. But there's a lot of gray area there. If he's on the mound and addressing at least, he may not necessarily be looking at the batter, but if he's on the mound or addressing the rubber, to me that should constitute he's at least where he needs to be, because he may be focusing, listening now for the speaker in his helmet. Or hat, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. 1-0. Went on the inside corner for a strike.
And again, you make a big competitor like Max Scherzer upset this early on. It could go one of 2 ways. He could really lock him in.
Yeah.
Or, hopefully for our sake, it goes the opposite.
Valera lays off the breaking ball outside. That curveball at 76 miles per hour. So Scherzer now with 31 pitches. 18 have been for strikes. So we prefer the percentages a little bit better in that category as he labors here in this first inning. Valera to right field. Hit it well. Lucas going back. Looking up. Off the top of the wall.
Well, Hoskins is going to have to get on his horse now.
Hoskins trying to get in. He'll make it. It's a 2-run double for George Valera. And the Guardians have a 3-0 lead.
We'll give George Valera a lot of credit. Andre mentioned it. This is why Stephen Vogt keeps him in this spot. He's been so good with 2 outs. Look where this ball hits off the fence. He crushed this baseball. If that thing is a mere 18 inches further to the left, it's a 3-run homer instead, a 2-run, 2-out double, which I don't think he's too upset about anyway.
So Hoskins may need a little.
He might need some oxygen.
A little oxygen. He came down here and put his hand on his hips and said, "Man, we're gonna need some water and a towel immediately."
He's all right. He's DH and he's got time to rest.
That's true. He got his running in for the day too. He was giving it all he had. Angel Martinez at the plate, 0-1. Oh, quickly 0-2 to Martinez. Well, the Guardians have gotten to Scherzer here in this first inning. 3 runs home. Solo homer by Schneemann. 2-run double by Valera. Now Scherzer trying to get out of it against Martinez.
Good take.
Not used to seeing a pitcher warm up in the first inning. You like these new bullpens here, Chris?
I do actually.
It's
this
awesome.
it's the way to go. The old ones you couldn't see anything.
Right.
They had a little tiny TV down there where everybody was trying to huddle around. The fans were all over you.
I think they can still be all over
that's
you.
true.
Martinez to right center. Lucas back again. Looking up. This one is gone. Second home run of the inning for the Guardians. A 5-run first as Angel Martinez leaves the yard for the 4th time this year. And Cleveland has definitely delivered against Max Scherzer.
Well, this ball was hit in an almost identical location in right center field. Again, 2-strike pitch here. It's a breaking ball that just kind of hangs up, but look at Angel Martinez. Keeps the hands back, just kind of throws the barrel of the bat at the baseball, and he clobbered this thing. Bullpen loves it.
Yeah, and all the balls are going to about the same place from the left-handed hitters to that right center field area, Chris.
It is truly amazing. I mean, those 2 baseballs back-to-back at-bats were hit in almost identical locations.
Oh, Naylor with
That's got to drop.
Going to be run down there by Okamoto. But the Guardians get 5 runs on 4 hits. It all started with Daniel Schneemann leaving the yard as the leadoff man tonight. 5-0 Cleveland with the Blue Jays coming to bat.